Yeah, guys and girls, welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Now, I wanted to just do a little bit of a video about the Nintendo Switch. Now, as what I've heard of the Switch is going to be a bit like, it's a hybrid. It's not going to be like, it actually is a hybrid console, so it's a handheld slash gaming console. So when you put the actual handheld onto the actual charging station, you can plug it into the back of the TV, take the controllers out, and just take the controllers off the system, and then use it as a sort of a gaming console. Plug it into like a sort of a control pad. Now, now that's going to be a bit of a thing, because it makes me wonder what the resolution's going to be like. If it's going to be 1080p, if it's going to be 1440p, or if it's going to be 4K. Apparently it's using, I think, the Tegra chipset, which is actually the Nvidia Tegra CPU, which ones they use in laptop, like the tablets. They use in tablets, and they also use in mobile phone smartphones. Which, I mean, my smartphone at the moment is the Samsung Galaxy S6, and that's fucking brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But is it going to be powerful enough? I'm not too sure. I mean, it says it's going to be the equivalent to a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One in power consumption, or sort of like the processing power. So it says, and they use them in Nvidia Shields as well, these Tegra chipsets. So whether it's going to be powerful or not is going to be determined on the day of the release, and what games they bring out, as well as also if they bring out some decent games for it, some decent exclusives, not like the actual Wii U. The Wii U was pretty much a big flop. Okay, yes, there is a few games out there, like the Super Mario games, and then you had like Zelda and all that kind of stuff on there. But they were actually just ports, imports from the original games, but made for like remastered editions and all, like the Wind Waker and all that. They had like the remakes of them. So is this all we're going to see from like both three consoles, from the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and then the actual Switch as well? Are we just going to see sort of remakes from games and not actually see some decent, proper, like exclusive games that we've never seen before? I don't know. Is the console going to be worth about 360? Because apparently it's going to be around about 269 quid or 289 quid. That's for the console or something. But then you've got to pay for the games, and whether they're doing bundles where the games are for about 300 quid. So it's, I don't know. And whether it's going to be a big flop again, because the Wii U was actually underpowered. It was the equivalent to an Xbox 360, which was a complete joke. And for a next-gen console, to be honest, the Wii U should have been a next-gen console, but it wasn't. It was like a really biggest flop. Now, my concerns is if the NX, or the Switch, aka the Switch now, known as the Switch now, if it fucks up this time, can we believe in a company for twice in a row, 2 mistakes? I mean, what do you guys and girls think? Do you think this is going to be a success in the marketplace? Do you think you're going to be getting it on the day of the release? Or do you think you're going to be waiting until the console is arrived, which I am going to. I'm going to wait until it's much, much down the road. I want to see how well it does, see how many exclusives. I mean, I've got a few games on the Wii U, and they're alright, but I haven't really played them that much, because they're not really the kind of games I've been wanting to play at all. But I heard that apparently there was going to be a sort of a Pokemon Sun and Moon version of Pokemon games coming onto the NX, or the Switch I should say. So that should be interesting to see. I mean, I've got the 3D version of Pokemon Moon and Sun, and I've only played a little bit of the Moon at the moment. I haven't played any of the Sun, but the Moon, what I've played off, like the first 5-10 minutes of it I've got into, It's alright. It's not one of my favourite games because I'm not really much of like a sort of a Pokemon sort of a fan. Yeah, I'm not much of a Pokemon fan, but I'm trying to get into it. So I'm trying to ease myself into it a little bit just to play a little bit longer. But anyway, but I like Super Mario games. So if they bring some decent Super Mario games, like open world Super Mario games, I think, was it Super Mario Galaxy? I think that was a sort of semi like open world type thing. But I want to see more open world games, and I want to see bigger companies literally get into the development and develop some serious games for these consoles. Because thing is, one, to make a good console, you need good developers behind it, more developers, and two, you need some good content, and three, you need some perfect content. Anyway, guys and girls, cheers for watching, and catch you all later.